everyone, and welcome to Dundee Elementary Academy's pre-orientation video. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and please share this with all of your family members that will be a part of our journey during the year, and let them know all of our school procedures. We've made this video easy for you to watch before orientation so you are well prepared. And speaking of orientation, it is Thursday, August 7th from 4 to 6. By now, you should have received a postcard in the mail introducing your child's teacher so you know where to go on orientation, and take all your back to school pictures while you're here at orientation instead of the first day of school. And we have a very special photo booth in the cafeteria for you to do that. I'm Dr. Headley, your principal.
And I'm Monica Crosswaite, your assistant principal. And we are happy to say that this year our school grade is a B.
And our district grade is a B too.
All right, first day of school, 1st through 5th grade parents, you can walk your students to the front gate. It's our big black gate out front, and take your pictures out there. Our kindergarten parents, we invite you to attend our Boohoo breakfast in the cafeteria with your kindergarten student, but please do not bring any siblings that are also at our school. I know there's some middle school siblings that attended, and that was fine, but if they're a Dundee Elementary Academy student, they should be going to their class in the morning. All kindergarten parents have to have a current government-issued ID to sign into campus and attend the breakfast, along with their car tag.
Arrival and dismissal procedures are so important, and it's so important that everyone follows our procedures. Please keep your children in your cars until 7:45. That is when our staff arrives. And no one is on campus to supervise your children, so it's not safe to drop your children off anytime before that. And then at the end of the day, we start dismissal at 3:15. So please do not expect for your children to leave our campus prior to that. 3:15 is when they stop learning and we start dismissal. Bus riders, you will receive your bus slips in your classroom. New bus riders that have questions or new bus rider tickets will be visiting the cafeteria. Car riders, VPK students, new siblings, and people needing new car tags, please visit the cafeteria. If you already have a car tag from last year, you can use your car tag. You don't need a new car tag unless you've lost it. Walkers must visit the walker area in the cafeteria, and you can only be a designated walker and have a walker tag if you live in a 2-mile radius from our school, and we do check your address. You may not have your children walk off campus to a car. If they are a walker, they are walking to your house. And then finally, the After School Alliance program will be here in the cafeteria, and they're here for before school care and after school care as well.
If you're a daycare van rider, like to Northridge or other places, just let the teacher know what the name of that daycare is. And another thing with busing, if you're new to our school and are requesting a bus, just know that it might take up to 10 school days. So you will need to get a car number and be a car rider until that bus is assigned to you. Since we're a magnet school, busing is a little bit different.
And when you drop your children off in the morning, if you are a car rider, please pull all the way down to the orange cone. That way we try and load and unload 12 cars at a time. There's plenty of space to do that, and we want to use all of our space. Same thing at the end of the day, we load up 12 cars, so pull all the way down and the children will come out as quickly as possible.
All right, this is the school supply list for 2025 and 2026. You can find it at local Walmart stores, on our DEA Facebook page. Our Saturday newsletters have come out with it, and our website also has our school supply list. And I know a lot of teachers also have Amazon wish lists, so if you see that on our page, you can get something from there too if you're able to.
Uniform shirts are available in-store at Applied Images in Lake Wales and Melby's in Haines City. You can also bring your shirts to them and they will embroider our logos for you. PTA has our theme shirts, which you can see in the top. Power Up, be the hero of your own adventure. And those will be sold during orientation in Building 5 in the first store on the right, out by our learning cottages, also known as portables. The book fair is going to be open during orientation and during the first week of school during recess time. So we want to get books in hands as quickly as possible, especially with the media requirements for book checkout. Sometimes it takes a little while for students to be able to check out books, so we wanted to have the book fair available for you. And last but not least, please make sure your students only wear sneakers to school. They cannot wear Crocs, boots, or sandals, and that's mostly for the safety of their feet during recess time. And remember, for little ones, if they can't tie their shoes, they shouldn't wear shoes with shoelaces. So Velcro is fine, pull-on shoes are fine. We want everything to be as easy and simple and fun as possible for our students.
All right, visiting campus. So there are only a few times that you should be coming onto campus, and they should all be pre-arranged. First is for any kind of scheduled meetings that you have for ESE or with our counselor or with a teacher for a parent-teacher conference. You are able to come and eat lunch with your student any day that you would like to during their scheduled lunchtime. If we have events, which if you need a list of our events, you can download the calendar. The link is now working. We were having some issues with it, but it is good to go now, and it'll go straight to your phone calendar. If you have a student in the clinic who's sick and needs to be picked up, you'll be visiting campus. Early checkouts, you'd be visiting campus, but early checkouts must have a parent note in the agenda and be pre-arranged with a teacher or someone from administration before coming in, and if you're volunteering.
Right, and unannounced visitors, you'll need to call the office before entry. You need to hold up your photo ID, and they will ask, why are you coming to campus? And you need to call the office in advance. Why? Because safety and student learning are our biggest priorities, and we are all busy in classrooms working with your children. Every time we have an unannounced visitor come to our campus, it's disrupting the learning environment and is a safety concern. So we want to keep your children safe, and we want to keep your children learning, which is why you've chosen for them to come to Dundee Elementary Academy.
At DEA, every minute counts and every day counts, so please make sure that your students arrive in time to eat breakfast and be in class by 8:10. Sometimes it does take them about 10 to 15 minutes to grab their breakfast and get to their classroom, so really dropping off before 8 o'clock is the best bet. Our gates open right at 7:45, so please come as early as you can. Remember, if you're dropping off at 8:10 or 8:15, they're not making it to class till 8:20 or 8:30, and that's a lot of lost time. If you have a doctor's appointment and need to check your child out early, make sure you write a note in that agenda, and you'll be waiting a long time if it's unannounced and it's not prearranged. Visitors must have a current government-issued ID to enter the office, and the office is going to be closed from 2:45 to 3:30 for the safety of dismissing our students. Early dismissal days count for IB projects and PBIS events, so your kids will be missing a lot of fun things if they're not here on early dismissal days, so please prearrange those days, and they are in the calendar if you download it on your phone. And pop-up attendance parties are going to be throughout the year, so we'll have more positive incentives this year for attendance.
And there will be, like Ms. Crosswhite said, special events and pop-up parties for our students for attendance, because you get more of what you focus on. And so every time someone is checked out or late to school, that's not only disrupting the learning environment for your child, but students travel around campus in groups of 3s, and so it's disrupting the learning environment for the other students that are walking your child to the office. So we want to be very mindful of, maximizing the use of everyone's time and being very strategic and intentional. Also, on early dismissal days, the IB projects they do in 5th grade, they have an exhibition every year, and those early dismissal days are really the core days when the 5th grade students and teachers are working on those projects, and when all of the other teachers are working on their projects for a big international event. And then students are recognized for positive behavior, because we always get more of what we focus on in life, and those PBIS reward events are on the early dismissal days, and we don't want students missing those events. So please, no unexcused absences, tardies, or early checkouts. That is the goal this year.
All right, you can visit our school website if you click on parents and then on volunteers. Down to the right, you'll see a plus sign where it says parent volunteers, and there will be a link there to watch a video to become certified and able to volunteer on our campus. There's 3 different levels of volunteers, and that will be all explained in the video, and that will be up before orientation.
On orientation day, it should be up.
Yep.
And again, this just goes over, the visitors, why you can be a visitor, and what to do to be a level 1 volunteer and what to do to be a level 2 volunteer. We love having volunteers and folks here on our campus, but everything needs to be scheduled and planned. All right, medication. During orientation, you can bring medication to the clinic or by calling Miss Adriana, our school nurse, and making an appointment after orientation day.
Summer learning books for our kindergarten students. Please bring those in and give them to your teacher at orientation.
At orientation, you will be visiting the classroom. They will go over their classroom expectations with you. They'll be going over their daily schedule so you will know when you can come and have lunch with your children, when their recess time is. Teachers do allow for birthday parties for students during recess time as long as you set that up with them a few days before the birthday. And then when to make those doctor's appointments because like we said, every minute counts. They'll be doing a WOW activity in each classroom. And then we have a culture wall that's part of our IB program. So be prepared to write about your family's culture. They may take a photo and they have a nice display that gets completed by our back to school night for you. They will be going over POI. POI stands for Program of Inquiry. They'll be giving you an overview of our 6 IB units and what their first unit is. You can also find a more detailed description of this on our Dundee Elementary Academy website.
All right, student agendas will be given out on orientation or by the first day of school. If you'd like to join our SAC, which is our School Advisory Council, how would they sign up to be on SAC?
They can email, text, call.
Okay. And then Title I Parent Compact, we're going to be looking at SAC, we're going to be looking at that and how our funds are used, looking at our parent and family engagement calendar and planning for next year. You can also join PTSA, which is our Parent Teacher Student Association, and they'll have a booth and they'll be selling the shirts, so you can contact them there. If you purchase a shirt, you're actually purchasing a membership to be part of the PTSA, so make sure to get involved. All of our meetings are every other month online on Zoom, so they're easy to attend as well from 5:30 to 6:30. Make sure your students are reading for at least 30 minutes every night and writing their IB reflections in their agendas. Every student on our campus is expected to write in their reading log from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade. And again, reading 30 minutes with your child, or they could be reading independently. And then we have lots of resource pages: reading, math, writing, science, social studies, lots of maps, IB, all sorts of resources for you in the agenda.
And of course, on the back of the agenda, you can find our vision, mission, and shared values, which we review with the students every morning on our morning announcements. You will also have the opportunity to stop by the art room and be a part of our annual back to school display for the first week of school. We want the students participating, we want our parents participating, and our family members that come, and our teachers participate too. So we have a school-wide art display that we create every year. It's one of my favorite things.
If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and contact us. Our emails are here on the screen if you want to snap a picture. These are our cell phone numbers as well, so you can call and text us anytime with any concerns whatsoever.
And anytime you need anything, just like Ms. Crosswhite said, we are here for you. So please use our phone numbers, use our email addresses, and if we don't respond back to you right away, it's because we're in the classroom working with your children, but we will get back to you within 24 hours.
So if you're not receiving our Saturday newsletters that come out every Saturday, please email Dr. Headley or text Dr. Headley with your email address so we can make sure to get that fixed right away.
And they come out every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in and watching our pre-orientation video, and we hope you have the best and most epic orientation ever at DEA.
See you then. Bye.